Stampers, Deb Valder here, back with Teaspoon of Fun, and going to show you one of our looking glass cards. This die set is so pretty, and I'm going to show you how to do a trifold card, or an accordion card, whichever one you want to call it. It is just a very beautiful card, but it shows you the different layers in this card right here. So pretty. Let me just show you a couple of the other cards that I've done with our trifold. We have many of these in the shop, so make sure you head on over to teaspoonofun.com and look at all these cards that we have. So this one right here is just beautiful. I debuted that just a little while ago. So pretty. Again, it has 3 layers to it. It's so pretty, but it's just a regular card. This one here is one of our summertime ones I debuted in the summer. And here is a beautiful birthday card. Here's another birthday card. Super simple. These are very fast cards because they're all die cuts. Now this one right here, I wanted to show you how you could use, even though there's 3 sets of dies to it that come in the set, you can use them all 3 together. You can use 2 of them. You can use just 1 of them. For this one, I only used 2 of them. I used the leaves and the little sunflower. For this one, I used all 3 of them. I added the bee to it, and then I added one of our frames to go along with it. Just so pretty. And with that same set, I actually did it using a slimline card and used each die individually. So there are so many ways that you can do it. This is one of our newer Christmas ones with the little cat and the ornaments and the rug. It's just adorable. Absolutely adorable. Now let me just show you how we did this. It's so easy, so fun, and so fast. What you're going to need for this card right here is 3 layers that are cut 3 3/4 by 6. Now you're also going to want a bottom piece that is 3 1/2 by 6. So this one is just a little bit smaller. It's 1/8 of an inch smaller than the rest of these, and that is our base layer right here. All right, so I'm going to take this base layer and just set it aside. These 3 pieces right here, I'm just going to actually score 1/8 of an inch on all of them. So we'll just take this and score it at 1/8 of an inch. So instead of 3 3/4, we're going to score it at 3 1/2. So there's that one. And this one right here. And then we're also going to do it to our top layer right here. So again, 3 1/2. So now this piece, like I said, is 3 3/4, and it's scored at 3 1/2. Now what I like to do next is to take and fold these. All right, so we're going to take this. We're going to take our crease tool and just crease this right up in here. So we've got a good crease. I'm going to crease this one. Okay. And I'm going to crease this one. All right, so now we have good creases in all of them. I'm going to take, this is my top layer. I'm going to take both this one and this one and just cut off a little tiny bit on both of them, just on the edges, so that they fit together a little bit nicer as we start folding. All right, so it's not even going to be, it's just a hair. All right, so there's one. And we don't want to do it to the top layer, but we want to do it to the next 2 layers. And I think we'll do it to the bottom layer also. Just a hair. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, now we're all set for all the cutting. let's take and start putting this together. So the first thing that we have to do is to realize that the first fold is going to be on the left-hand side. The second fold is going to be on the right-hand side. And the third fold is going to be on the left-hand side. All right, so we have a left, and then our second layer is on the right, and our third layer is on the left. And what these do is they all kind of just nest together. All right, so we're going to take those. I'm going to put these three out of the way. I'm going to go cut all of my layers. So what I'm going to do is to take my dies right here, and we're going to take 1, 2, and 3. So the first layer is going to be the little camel and the 3 wise men. I'm going to take it, I'm going to go and cut this out. I'm going to cut the one out of this one, and I'm going to cut the one out of this one. Now make sure that when you're cutting that you have the folds going the correct way. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so what I did was I cut this little guy out. I used our repositionable tape to do that. And now what I'm going to do is grab this one. And the next one is going to be our white one. So, or I'm sorry, it's going to be our, this is our sandcastle sparkle paper. And to cut this out, it is so super easy. We're going to take, and remember, the fold is on this one. The second one, it's on the right-hand side. So it's left, right, left. So this one is going to be the manger. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my pencil, and I am lining this line right up here with the crease right over here, and just kind of making just a little bit of a line so that I know where to put it. So this is going to be the manger, and what I'll do is I'll just position that right between here, and that's going to kind of line up the other piece, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do is the white piece, and the reason I did that white was because we're going to color that with Copic markers. So let's just take and grab this one out of here. It's so pretty. All right, so there's that. Grab the middle piece out of here, and I'm going to grab my pokey tool here. Just grab out those two little pieces, and then I have my manger. Okay, so that piece is completely done. Now we're going to take the white piece. Okay, so remember we've got the crease over here, so we're going to put the crease on this side. We're going to line up these two pieces right here. Okay, just with the edge right there. And we can do some trimming afterwards. It's so easy. All right, take, and we're going to just do the top, little on the sides, and we're good to go. Now what we're going to do is to take the trees and the star and just line this one up. So I'm just going side to side here. Okay, and then just adding my repositionable tape, and you'll notice that I'm reusing the repositionable tape. Okay, there we go. We'll go cut that out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we have our repositionable tape we can take off. And we should have, yes, our stars, and our die is all set to go for the next one. So now let me just show you real quick how to put this together. We're going to take this one and glue it to this piece right here, and then we're going to take this one, glue it to this piece right here. So when we are all said and done, it just all goes together just like that. Isn't that so cool? All right, so let's start doing it. We're going to take, and the first thing we'll do is to glue this one together. And I like using my repositionable glue. This deluxe adhesive is the best I've ever used. It's in the shop. It's called Deluxe Adhesive. What I'm going to do is to add it to this piece right here. Okay, and always put your top back on when you're not using it because it will dry out if you don't. All right, and that's going to go onto this piece right here. I just like to lay them down, and they're so forgiving because of this glue. All right, we want it to go over as far as we can, and we will trim at the very end if we need to. Okay, let's see. All right, I'm lining up the top and the sides. Let's just see how it looks on the top. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, all right, so now what I do is I turn this over, grab my Stampendable here, also in the shop. Beautiful, beautiful. You see how beautiful that is right there? All right, let's check and see. Still working out good? Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to take and glue this one to the white piece, again with our deluxe adhesive. Alrighty, and here is the white, and that one's going to go right here on the side. Now you can color it before or after, whichever you feel most comfortable with. I'm just going to do it after just to show you how easy it is, and I'm even stamping it at the end. Okay, so now we've got that on there. Let's check the outside here, make sure everything is looking good. It's all lining up pretty. Doing good. Let's push that in just a wee bit farther. That's what I love about this adhesive, is that you can, it's very forgiving, let's put it that way. Okay, let's try that one. Let's see how that lines up. Oop. There we go. All the way over to the end. Okay. Perfect. All right, now what I'm going to do, lay it down and see how beautiful that works. Okay, let's see. Accordion is doing really, really well. Everything is lined up very nicely. The next thing that we're going to do is to add adhesive to the back here. And add our base layer here. I'm just putting on my top to the adhesive. Okay. Now you could make this just a regular card like I did a bunch of the other ones, but I wanted to show you how easy this is to, I wanted to show you how easy it is to make a tri-fold card. Accordion card. There we go. Super easy, super fast. Look at this. There we go. Okay. See? And when you open it up, it just opens just like this. So awesome. All right. So our front is pretty much done. Next layer, pretty much done. But what we need to do is to color our, just a real quick touch up with the Copics. And let's start with our trees. Okay. Okay, we're just going to take and put a little bit of brown on there. Now, what you can do is, I like to do this with the trees. Let me find my adhesive here. So when I go to do the bottom parts of the trees, I'm just going to put that down there. Add a little bit of our dark. Okay, go over it again with our lighter to blend them in together. Okay, and then let's work on the trees. Let's do some of the YG 67 here. I'm just going to quickly just go over. Let's do this here so we don't get it past my little square. Okay. Okay, there's just a random coloring here. Add a little bit of dark to it randomly again. These are our palms. Okay, and then just a little bit darker. And all of the numbers for my Copics, all of the ingredients that I'm using today are over on our website, Teaspoon of Fun. And if you look in the upper right hand corner, there's a little eye there. That'll get you a direct link to this post. All right, so there we go. All righty, that's it for our trees. The next thing that I'm going to use is my glitter pens. Now we have two sets of pens in our shop. We have the glitter ones and we have the metallic ones. Today I'm going to use the glitter ones because I want the star to be glimmery, because it's going to be a nighttime scene because we've got it on dark paper here. So I'm just going to color this in, and it just shimmers. I know you can't see it on camera, but it just shimmers. These pens are so amazing. And I've had them for quite a while. They do not, or haven't for me anyway, clogged. They just keep on writing. I love them. All right, so there's my star, and it just glistens beyond belief. I could also add some crystal glaze if I wanted to. And okay, so there's that. Let's take this off right here. And that's our third layer. So let's go back and show you what it looks like already. See? Isn't that so cool? I love that. All right, so next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take we have two different alignment tools. All right, we have the one for the slim lines, and that's how I used it on this one right here. Okay, I used it as a template. And then we also have this one, and you can use these in so many different ways. Well, what I'm going to use it for today is a mask. So I'm going to take this off. I'm not going to use the square, but I'm going to use the outline. And we're going to put it right here, so it kind of lines up with this. But what I want to do is, I like using my Easy Runner here, but I'm going to use my repositionable tape. And I'm going to put that on the back of this, so that when I put it on here, it's going to stick, all right, temporarily. And what I'm doing is just lining it up with, there we go. I'm just lining it up with this square over here, just kind of eyeballing it. It's just to keep the rest of the card so that it doesn't have, so that it doesn't get all speckly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my number 6 brush. I have taken some of my Brilliance Reinker, okay, added it to some water. All right, I'm going to stir that up. I added that with this water right here, okay, just with one of our silicone dispensers. And then what I'm going to do is to just take and lightly tap this for the stars in the background. We'll let that dry and lift this off because it's temporary. Seeing how it kept it in a contained area. I'm going to hit this really quick with my heat gun. Alrighty, so there's that. Oops, got a little bit of glue there. Let's grab our sand eraser here and just get rid of that, the rest of that. These are, do you remember when way back you had pens that had erasers on the end of them? That's what this is. It's a sand eraser, and it gets, oh my goodness, the things that it gets up. It's awesome. Those are in the shop also, so check that out. All right, so then when we start to close, let's start closing our accordion. So there's that piece, then there's that piece, and then there's that piece. Look at how cool that is. I just love it. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to add our sentiment. Let's look at the finished card right here. We're going to add the sentiment. Oh, and we're also going to add, this is part of our Looking Glass series of dies, and these are just outlines. So that we've got the circle, we've got the square. I think we still have the fancy, let me see if I can find it again, the fancy frame. I think we have one of those left. Let's see, we have one of those frames left, and they're just awesome. So what I'm going to do is I cut out ahead of time one of the squares, and that's this little guy right here. All right, so I cut out that little square right here. We're going to take and we're going to add him with some of our adhesive, our deluxe adhesive. It's so amazing, and it really adheres to this sparkle paper also, which is really nice to know, because some adhesives don't adhere to glitter paper and that kind of stuff, so you want to be very careful. All right, and this deluxe adhesive does very well with that. Okay, so here's this, and we're just going to lay that on there just like that. All right, we want a little bit of that bottom to be showing because that's like the desert. All right, where is my, okay, let's see. It's all lined up, I think. Pretty good. There we go, okay. So you want to do it on the back side of it because then it doesn't move your piece. See? And see how it just, oh, it's just perfect. Alrighty, so now we've got that. Okay, so now we're going to put the words on here. First thing I'm going to do is to take my powder and just add that to it. So all I did was push this down. It's kind of like a makeup applicator. Push it back up, put the top on. This does come with, it's a combo. It comes with a refill already, so that's awesome. Alrighty, so now what I'm going to do is to add this to my Misty. I'll use my Wow ink, and this does have a refill with it, so it comes as a combo. And now what we're going to do is add that to, I'm going to use some copper embossing powder, which I love. I just think it goes beautiful with the sandcastle. So this came out absolutely beautiful. I love the way this came out, and I love the copper with the sandcastle. I think I've told you that, but I love it. So now we're done. And you can take and put sayings on each one of these if you want to, but that's how simple and easy this is. It's such a pretty set. I used the Christmas Feelings stamp set for my words, and I thought it came out absolutely beautiful. I used the sparkle paper, and we have quite a variety of sparkle paper, and we also have a Christmas variety pack. We have a regular variety pack, and then we have something new in the shop, which if you're into the chunkier glitter, we have a variety pack of this one, and it's gorgeous, just absolutely beautiful for that. Alrighty, so I think, well, that's my post for today. I hope you enjoyed everything we did today. You take care, have a great day, and remember to get up on that little eye up there, and that'll take you right to this blog post. We are called Teaspoon of Fun. We are a dollop and dash of fun and sass. We absolutely love bringing these things to you. So you take care, have a great day, and thank you for stopping by.